Hey, yo, Mina, it's Koei again. So today I'm going to be reviewing my purchase from Body Candy Jewelry. I got five different pieces from them, because they had like a 50% off promo code on Facebook, so I wanted to get that free shipping at $27.99. So I picked out five different things from the website and I thought I'd give them a review. I was initially concerned and I started looking up reviews for the website because I never got an order confirmation email. Anytime I don't get an order confirmation email, I'm extremely suspicious that it's a scam. And so I was worried that I might have clicked some sort of link off of Facebook or something that was shady, or it was a slightly different name, from the main company. But thankfully it wasn't. I still received my product. Um, so hopefully they can get on that. Body Candy Jewelry, please make sure you send out your order confirmation emails so people don't immediately charge back your products. So some of the reviews were saying that the products were not surgical steel online, and I can see where they're coming from. I don't. I think what they have done with these is they have the bar that is surgical steel, but the front bit or the decorative bits of the earrings are not surgical steel. So if you have like allergic reactions with any sort of non-metal touching your skin, I wouldn't recommend them. Um, but then again, I don't know that you could find completely surgical steel stuff, like, without spending quite a bit of money on it or going to a piercing parlor for your jewelry. Um, I would say it's about Spencer's or Hot Topic quality, because I've gotten stuff from Spencer's in the past, and it's like the paint has flaked off of the earrings and stuff like that. So, what I'm wearing right now is I got the nose piercing. It's like the fake. It's not a piercing. It's a magnetic nose ring. It's the iridescent rainbow one. I This is really finicky to use. Like, you have to place it in the right place, otherwise it looks weird. If you, it can, like, half of it can go one way. If you do something with your lips, it'll move it. I wouldn't really recommend it because of this. There's so many other just clip-on ones or slide-on ones that you can use. Also, because the shape of the ring is not the same on either side, one side is like straighter than the other side, so it kind of looks weird. It looks like I need to bend it more, but I tried bending it and it's pretty tough. Um, I wouldn't recommend it because it's just all over the place. I paid. It says $6.99. It was priced at $6.99 on the website, and marked down from $26.99. Honestly, I don't trust the like main prices that they were marked down from because they're so absurdly high. No one would ever pay that much for how much they're saying that they marked them down for. So I think that was just a sales tactic. And also, I was a little disappointed in the size of the products that I received because I guess the products in the image are larger than smaller than they appear. um, I'm wearing this is my favorite one right here. Is the I got this iridescent star dangly one. It has like a little dangle star and a little dangle rhinestone on it, and it's an iridescent kind of Swarovski looking crystal. Probably not Swarovski. But I like this one. It's really cute. It's simple. It's a little dangly. I like stuff that's different and, you know, out of the norm, and it gives you a little, you know, just a little fun little movement on your ear. I love that one. That one I paid. Of course, it was all half off. They're asking for $7.99, and the original price from $27.99. So I think that one was worth it. I also purchased the. It looks like a dragon. I think it's called a dragon claw with an amethyst stone in it, but it's really tiny, really tiny. Here's my thumb in comparison. Like, you can't tell what it is, and you probably can't tell what it is just by looking at it. Like, my camera won't even focus on it because it's so tiny. Yeah, it's like a little tiny claw holding on to a purple stone. But I was kind of disappointed with how tiny it was because you can't see the detail in it. That one they're charging $16.99. Original price $36.99. Yeah, I don't know about that. This one is supposed to be an autumn leaf, like a little maple leaf, like a little bronze maple leaf. You can't even. It looks like a fleur-de-lis from here, doesn't it? It's so tiny. You can't see what it is. This one, they were charging $9.99. And I'm assuming that only this part is surgical and the rest is not. Which I don't recommend this little guy. Because there's just so many things that you can purchase in packs nowadays. Of like so many others. And they have like a couple statement pieces in them. You know, it's like, what, you're gonna charge $9.99 for that? Like, I don't know. Then the last one I got was this little spray. It's online. It looked really sparkly and shiny, and it was iridescent. But this one, it has like just a very faint hint of iridescent sparkle, and it's not very lustrous. It's like cheap, kind of almost, like, I think it's glass, honestly. Almost plastic looking because of how low quality it is. But it looked interesting to me, to have that like right on the inside of the ear. I mean, I like the concept. I like how it, you know, it kind of looks. They charge $12.99 for this one. Original price point $32.99. So, yeah, it's alright. We'll see how many wears I get out of these before they start turning color. And ultimately that would decide whether or not I would just totally shop somewhere else. I think in total I paid like $32 for 5 earrings. So let's see. Because I got to pick out each individual one, that is kind of an advantage. I'm thinking about like how much I've paid in the past for like a pack at Spencer's or something. I paid like for a pack of 4 just hoop cartilage earrings. I paid about like $14.99. But you don't get to pick all the different ones. So I do give them credit for, you know, for that. But I don't think I would shop on this website without that half off code. And it looks like they run sales quite frequently. So I would wait for a half off code if you see one. And, you know, hopefully they can, improve their trust score somehow by, making sure that we get our order confirmations, maybe improving the quality of the stones that you use a little bit in some of your pieces. Maybe make some just a little bit bigger, just a little bit. I'd like to have a little bit of detail, but I understand, not everybody wants a big chunky thing on their ear. So I get it. I get it. Um, you know, but I would have liked this one to be quite, like, at least, noticeable of what it was, But yeah, so that's Body Candy Jewelry. Now I want to talk about my Halloween costume debacle that I ordered from Amazon. This was not an Amazon product. I want to iterate that. It was a third-party seller off of Amazon. But Amazon was able to compensate me for what had happened after pressing multiple times and citing a few of their policies to them after we did some research, because yeah, it was a bit. Honestly, I was incredibly distraught when I got this item, because I opened up the product. I read the instructions. The inflatable came with a battery pack where you could insert 4 AA batteries and turn an on switch to use to inflate the fan and the product. But it also said on the instructions that you could use your own portable power pack. Now, I had 2 power packs on my own, of my own items, and the first power pack I plugged into the device and nothing happened. And I thought to myself, oh, maybe I just didn't charge this one, maybe it's not fully charged and just needs a little bit of time on the charger. So I plugged it into a charger. And then I used the second power pack, which was stated it was at 100%. We checked before we plugged it in, my husband and I. And once we plugged it in, it didn't turn on. It wouldn't, the button wouldn't turn on the power pack. Nothing happened. We took it off of the fan and we tried turning it back on. It would not turn on. We plugged it into the charger to charge the power pack, and it would not charge. Then we checked the first power pack, and it was also not charging or turning on. So the fan had fried both of my power packs. Then I plugged in the I just plugged it into a normal USB charger, like something that you use for your cell phone. I inserted the USB fan into and just put it into an outlet, and it started inflating. And then upon inflating part of it, there was a hole in the seams. So not only did this product have a hole in it, it destroyed 2 of my power packs. I was so upset. I was brought to tears, honestly, because not only did I have no Halloween costume, and it's a week and a half before Halloween, but it also destroyed my personal property. So I call Amazon immediately and talk to a representative. The representative said to me, she said, what we can do is issue you a refund, and you can return the item, and we'll give you a $5 credit. And I said, what? She's like, are you okay with that? And I said, no, that's not the equivalent of what I lost. These power packs are worth more than $5. So I was very upset. I maintained my composure through the phone call. I did not argue or raise my voice. I just said that that was not acceptable, and she said, "Okay, one moment while I put you on a brief hold, and I'll check to see what else I can do." Then she came back and said, we will refund you the item, but you don't have to send it back to us. You can just keep it." And I'm like, why would I keep it? It's basically trash to me now. I'm what am I gonna do with it? It's got a hole in it and I can't use it. And it's destroyed two of my power packs. I was like, this is unacceptable. I'd like a credit for the power packs that were damaged. Which were the power packs were equivalent to at least $30 a piece. So she said, "Okay, one moment while I, see what I can do for you." So she puts me on hold for quite a few minutes, and then she hangs up on me. And now I am livid. I am so pissed. I was hung up on. I felt completely ignored. I didn't know what to do, so I called back immediately and I said, "I can't believe I just got hung up on, by the last representative while we were trying to reach a solution about this product the defective product that I received." And she said, "I'm so sorry that you were hung up on. I'll definitely look into what we can do." And she did the same exact thing. It seems to me that the Amazon representatives are trained to do the absolute minimum for what has happened or what they are allowed to do or whatnot, and she had to speak with a manager or something several times because she said to me, the best we can, this is what pissed me off the most, is she said, "This is the best we can do," every time that she gave me a response. So the first response was as exactly like the last representative. She said, "The best we can do is issue you a refund and a $10 credit." And I said, "No, that's not acceptable. I would like a $60 credit for the battery packs that were damaged." And she said, "Okay, one moment while I look into that for you." And she said, she came back with less. She said, "What we can do is refund you, and you don't have to send back the item," just like the last representative has said. And I'm like, this is unacceptable. What about your A to Z policy? And she said, "One moment while I look into that." So I had my husband look up what Amazon does for damaged property, and they have a policy called A to Z policy, where they will cover personal property damage up to $1,000. All I was asking for was a $60 store credit, online credit, not even cash, to purchase something else on your website. That's all I was asking for. Now, she comes back and says, gosh, oh my goodness. It was just such a rigmarole. I'm trying to remember all of what happened, because I had to cite it twice to her. And she said, yeah, she offered me the refund and a $10 credit. And she said, "This is the best we can do." And I said, "Why are you not enacting your A to Z policy? You cover up to $1,000 in personal property damage. Why are you not using that right now?" And she said, "Okay, one moment while I go look into that for you." Finally, she comes back and says to me, I was able to issue you a $60 credit, which you can purchase on Amazon, shipped and sold items on our website. And you can return the items at Whole Foods, and I have sent you the barcode so that you can to your email so that you can return the item. And I said thank you so much. I want to give you a good review for solving this for me. This is this is what I feel like I was owed, and it was so stressful for me because I don't like to argue and I don't like to keep pushing and pushing just to get the bare minimum of what should be expected. And there also the fact that it was a third party site on their website. If I was supposed to have contacted them first to issue a refund or to solve what had happened, the sales representative should have told me that immediately. If they don't hold all these random Chinese sellers that sell bunk products accountable, then who will? The individual consumer? How are they going to hear about it though? So that's kind of my defense in the fact that it was a third party seller off of Amazon. But they after much pressing, they refunded me and they gave me store credit. So I appreciate that, Amazon. Thank you for doing that. But I really hope you don't do that to other people. So I appreciate the compensation, Amazon. I hope that you train your colleagues to not say, this is all we can do. This is all we can do. Like after every single rebuttal, because it clearly isn't all that you can do, I hope that you train them to go about that differently and, train them to interact with your customers a little bit better so in the future. So yeah, now I'm out of costume and emotional damage. Gosh. Yeah, I will never buy another inflatable costume from Amazon, I don't think, because it's just you don't know what kind of state it's going to be in. And I mean, yeah. So I mean, was able to return it, so I did get a credit, so I appreciate that. So there's my reviews. I hope you guys are, safe shoppers out there. Keep an eye open for scams and make sure that you don't back down when you feel like somebody's trying to take advantage of you. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.